to show up. Alright, gotta mute these tabs too. Mute tab. Mute tab. And mute my phone. Dit, 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 dit. Okay, looks like we're live. So I can keep my OBS window up here.
Side note, the world's slowest bus careening. Just hold on. Let me go through this jackpot. Let me walk through this. I need a walkthrough for the walkthrough.
You can the buses to head off the bus at the pass, you have to go all the way around like 3 blocks. You can somehow run faster than the bus.
Yep. Again, I think it's stuck in a roundabout because there's no other way that this is going to be practically, you know. Let me save you time. Oops.
Deedly dee.
Let's see. Going to copy this.
So one thing I didn't remember about the original Mega Man Battle Network was that all the program advances are kind of underwhelming. I mean, I probably didn't remember it like that because when I first played through this, program advances weren't that important, but also, like, getting any given program advance, you'd more or less just have that chip turn into your buster for 1 round, and 1 round is, like, barely 10 seconds long. It's in later games where they start going, like, totally bombastic with it, like, sword. If you select a sword, then a wide sword, then a long sword, then it becomes something called a life sword. And that one swings in a 2x3 pattern and deals something like 400 damage, so way more than the sum of its parts. But if you choose sword, wide sword, long sword in this, you just get 10 seconds of unlimited sword, and it's the worst kind of sword, too. So you basically just give up your ability to shoot.
Whoops.
Like, your B button becomes the sword for that round. I mean, it might be worth it for, like, I don't know, maybe the spreaders. Yeah, like, having 5 to 10 seconds of, like, unlimited spreader use might be okay. As long as it's, like, as long as you can get more than 5 chips worth of use out of it. Otherwise, you might as well just select 5 chips. I guess, I think it also makes you invisible during that time, so that might be, like, a benefit, that you get effectively invincibility, plus your buster turns into that weapon. So that might be worth exploring, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hardest part is just collecting the chips and getting them in the right order. But yeah, later on, you get, like, chip combinations, either program advances or even just single chip, like, chips that you use in sequence that deal so much crazy damage. I want to say, like, Mega Man Battle Network 3 was the most unbalanced of the bunch because you could you could go from virtually, like, 2,000 health to nothing in a single round if you got the right chips in the right order.
Yep.
Like, I remember one of my favorite combinations was you freeze the stage, and then you summon Flashman. And Flashman is an electric chip in this game. So Flashman hits all your opponent's panels for something like 50 electric damage. If they're standing on ice, then that's doubled. If they're an ice element, if they're wearing ice element armor, that's double damage again. And in addition to selecting Flashman, you can select attack plus 10, Navi plus 20, which like adds damage to each. So it's not just dealing 50 damage anymore, but he's dealing like 50 plus 10 plus 20, and I think you can get like another Navi plus 20. So 50 plus 50. So he's dealing 100 damage, doubled and doubled again. And on top of that, you can get something called Navi Recycle. So if Flashman was the only Navi that you summoned that turn, using Navi Recycle summons it again. So that deals 800 damage in a single round. But that's like if you're really, really lucky. Most of the time, if you want to get that set up, you'll have to spend a bunch of rounds choosing no chips and adding to your available chip count to line those chips up in the right order. And you'll probably end up eating a combo before you set up the one you were trying to get.
Oops.
But I guess that's like the risk-reward nature of turn-based versus games.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so to advance the plot on my side, I gotta talk to Mom about something that I completely forgot. Dad's invited us to a party. Oh, okay. How wonderful. How sweet of him to think of his family at such a busy time. So, Len, when and where are we supposed to meet? At 7 in front of the TV in the first floor lobby of the Scilab. Okay, but wait, it's almost 7 now. We have to hurry.
But as if, walking in this game isn't just almost instantaneous.
Yeah. So I guess we're just gonna run ahead to the Scilab, huh? I guess we are.
Guess so.
She's just she's gone to change. And I guess nobody drives. Well, nobody in this family drives. So I'm taking the Metro line.
I mean, the infrastructure in this world is both really good and somehow really idiotic. What do you mean there's a USB jack to the water fountain?
Yeah, that leads right to the
USB jack in the water fountain.
USB jack in the water fountain that leads right to the Waterworks central computer.
Like, world's worst security system. Somebody failed at their job. They were a little too ambitious.
Uh-huh.
And they just kept coming up with ideas, despite, no one telling them it was a dumb idea. And they probably should have, but the other person was like, yeah, let's roll with this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and you know what? We could do this, too, on top of it. What's the worst that could happen?
Just the whole world is internet.
Yep.
Including our water and our ovens. Actually, thinking back, we did have Java-enabled internet fridges and toasters and stuff.
Well, now we can actually have TVs in our,
Yeah. TVs in our showers.
People can play Doom on refrigerators.
Uh-huh. Oh, no, I remember I saw someone's, a demonstration of someone playing Doom on a pregnancy test.
Yep. There is nothing you can't play Doom on. Let's be honest, it's almost something that you can't just... It's like playing Myst. It's one of those games that it's going to be on everything, regardless.
Yeah. Let's see, I think I'll take a little detour to fight Masa and Sal while I'm at the government complex. There's two people, right beside each other selling boxed lunches. One of them is fish, and the other is... Well, she says all natural. I don't know what it means. I'm guessing maybe vegetarian. Because, her Navi is Woodman. So I would assume vegetarian.
It's cellulose. It's just big
just
flour.
wood.
Yep. Apparently, I don't know if they do that in Canada, but in the US, for some weird reason, we like to put that as a flour additive rather than flour because it's cheaper.
Huh.
Yep.
Like, in the most charitable way I could take that, it's fiber.
It is fiber, but it's non-digestible.
Yeah, it's only fiber because it's non-digestible.
It's one of those things. It's like Carmine. You don't want to know what has it really.
Well, yeah. I mean, as long as it's not microplastics or poison, I might
Yep.
be okay with it.
Like Carmine is well, the pigment that comes from like
The
beetles
bugs,
and whatnot.
yeah. So I mean, that's not so bad for me. Like, if we could transition to bug-based protein, it'd probably be more sustainable than our current livestock system.
Right.
And like, if it tasted like steak, I would be happy to transition to that. Like, I would happy to give up beef steak for, like, I don't know, ant steak or grasshopper steak, whatever it would be.
Right. I will say the one good thing about Carmine is that it is sustainable.
Yeah.
Because they are technically an invasive species.
Yeah. Alright, that's enough of that. So, Sal, at this point in the story, you can fight Sal over and over again to get Woodman 3. But Masa... Yeah, Masa is not ready to fight you multiple times yet. But you can get Woodman 3, and I think you can get 2,000 Zenny every time you beat Woodman. And Woodman doesn't flinch when you shoot him. So you just shoot him twice, and it's an easy S rank and 2,000 Zenny. Very easy way to farm up money if you need to buy those health memories and power-ups. Hey, Mega9436. It's good to see you again. So where are we going? We're going to the party. The party is it downstairs in the waterworks? I think that's where it is. In front of the Silent.
wherever all the best parties are.
I just remember, like, I just vaguely remember it being downstairs somewhere. But we're supposed to meet Dad in front of a TV. So it's got to be in the waiting room in the back. Hi, Percy. Oh, they might be fighting for the cat tree.
Yep, sounds about right.
It's a very, like... Oh, no, they're actually sharing it. They're both the same age, and he's trying to call you a kid.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm bigger than you, so I'm calling you kid.
How are things on the ground in
I
Calgary?
actually do have that. Like, I have had that. My cousins.
Oh, yeah. How are things on the ground in Calgary? It's getting cold. That's about all I can say for now. Well, actually, today wasn't too cold. It was -2. -2 degrees C. And... yeah.
Cries in Texas.
How's it over there?
We're gonna have a winter storm warning, and a certain somebody already fled the state.
Ah.
The barometer for...
Wait, was it
bad
Ted Cruz?
things. Yes.
Cancun Cruz?
He went to California this time.
Oh, wow.
I'm shocked, but, you know...
Shocked that he didn't flee the entire country?
Ugh. Like... I'm not well, I am disappointed, but I'm not shocked. I would say I'm well, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm a combination of disappointed and shocked.
Why does Texas have a separate power grid?
Because we're stupid.
Oh, that just reminds me of this one. On a different server, there is someone from Texas who posted a meme that's something like, there's a single, like, crank generator, and there's, like, a piece of meat attached to it, and there's an alligator nearby labeled something like Rolling Death Machine, and then the generator's connected to the entire Texas power grid.
That sounds about right. That is 1000%. Yep. Now they're saying like, oh, we have plenty of power, and then now it's we'll keep an eye on it. I'm like, what changed? What changed?
Oh boy. Did you guys see that international conference in Switzerland? No.
Oh, dear heavens. Yeah, it was bad.
I've had just no spoons for political goings on lately. For most political goings on, at least.
My thing is more, I'd be laughing if if it weren't,
If it weren't happening here.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it weren't real either.
Yeah.
Most importantly.
Yeah. If it weren't happening in real life, it's just so crazily
Mhm.
like
I've seen more coherence from my dad when he was high under the influence of painkillers. And that's saying something.
It's so nice to see Carney be the strongest leader in the room, apart from that guy who told the orange. Yeah, approved comment. Alright, where's Mom? She didn't come with you. She is coming. She just had to get dressed. Well, that'll take a while if I know your mother.
But
Because women be taking a long time. That's the
yeah.
joke.
I mean, to be fair though, if it is like a sudden dinner party last minute,
Yeah. And it was.
yeah, that's kind of a fair assessment, right?
Yeah. Actually, I saw a Reddit just like earlier today where it made me think about how like I don't remember exactly what it was, but I responded to something like, I grew up like a lot of my time growing up with a sister and a mom and a dad. The sister and the mom would always take such a long time to get ready, and dad and me would be ready in like no time. And the reason is that like girls gotta look pretty, and I thought, why can't guys take a little effort to look pretty too? And that's kind of why I started trying to put a little more effort into my looks some years ago. Like, well, more than some years ago, like about when I first moved out.
Mhm.
I mean, and it's not easy too, because like you can't really find much looks advice for guys that isn't either like incel type self-destructive bone smashing kind of looks maxing, or trans femme looks maxing. Well, not looks maxing in the case of trans femme, but like trans femme trying to pass as a woman kind of thing. So I have to try stuff out and figure out whether it works for me, and whether it has like a positive impression that I want to get from others as well, you know?
Mhm. I mean, to be fair, like, well, I don't do too many tutorials. I just go with what works, and what works usually takes time to figure out, because things like skincare, for example. I can't use standard lotion for like my face. I need to use like water-based lotion, because if I use standard lotion, my face breaks out. If I use acne lotion, my face breaks out.
Oh, I remember trying to use acne pads when I was in high school, and they were very like I felt like I was rubbing like hospital alcohol over my face, and it felt super dry. Like,
oh yeah.
I guess I just got the acne pads that were for like particularly like my skin is naturally already dry, so I think like acne pads for a normal face would make it feel as dry as my face. Using those on my face makes it feel like unhealthily dry.
Right. And that could alternatively lead to more pimples.
Yeah.
Because if you dry out your face too much, your face gets pimples.
That name is not familiar to me, Megan. Proactive. Proactive without the E.
Oh yeah, it's a acne thing.
Alrighty. Yeah, thought so. There's one guy at the party who's just like, who's that hot thing in the dress? She's my type. What? It's your mother? Gulp. Is she the only one in a dress? Yeah, she is, other than, like, the maid in the maid outfit. Everyone else is just in standard clothes. Mom's the only one who got dressed up for this occasion. Everyone else is either in their street clothes or their work clothes. Including Dad.
The awkward feeling when you're the most overdressed person. Because, yeah, that's also a thing.
Proactive commercials were all over TV in the 90s and early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't come to mind for me at all.
Like, I thought that every teenager just had bad acne because of all these commercials.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I had pimples, it was like, that's it.
I started getting acne in maybe like my 16, 17, and I kept getting it till I was, I want to say 30. I want to say like maybe 30, 35-ish.
Mm.
Do you remember the chocolate bar guy? Huh. Chocolate
Oh wait,
bar
is that
guy.
the Axe commercial?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell for me. Chocolate bar guy. Like, I feel like it might if there were a different. Some people say I ate too many chocolate bars. Yeah, that's like vaguely. I get a vague memory. And yeah, I also remember my mom just making up any reason for anything to happen.
Mhm.
Like if there were bugs in the house, then it was because me and my sister were hiding too many candies in our rooms, that kind of thing. Even though the bugs were coming from the plants that she was raising, she would take the plants outside for some reason and then bring them back in. And guess what? There are bugs in the plants.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a Canadian PSA for acne support. It became a meme. Huh. Yeah, it's one of the ones I don't remember at all. The main PSA, the main Canadian, well, Canadian or otherwise PSA that I remember is the one where the woman melts half her face in the restaurant, working at a restaurant.
Mm.
Yeah, she's like talking frustratedly about how this is her wedding night. She's about to spend it in the hospital due to unsafe workplace conditions, and then she slips on the she picks up a big pot of boiling water, slips on the rubber floor, and falls backwards, and the water spills directly onto her face, and she screams. And the camera looks at her face, and you can see her skin melting for a second before it fades out. Yeah, like that was that and the one where like they tell kids to play safe with this robot. It's like, I can put my arm back on, you can't, so play safe. Yeah, they have like this robot kid, very primitive 3D animation, like think a little more primitive than Reboot. And he's jumping through like buzz saws and stuff. You don't even get to see you don't even see the scene where he where his arm actually gets sawed off. You see like him approaching a buzzsaw and the screen fades to white, and then he just has his arm separate and he sticks it back onto his shoulder. He says, I can stick my arm back on. You can't. Good thing I don't have to work tomorrow because I'm so hungover, and a child was delivering that line. Another Canadian PSA. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember that one either. Let's see, I think talking to the parents advances the plot here.
I do remember the sexual harassment workplace PSA where, you know, a guy's being a real creep to one lady. She's shrinking, and then suddenly she says, you know, this is sexual harassment, and I don't have to deal with it.
I kind of remember that one, yeah.
Because it was, like, on everything, but, you know, unfortunately that was still, well, still is sort of a thing, but, you know, Even
Yeah.
more so back then.
Yeah. I remember the guy delivering the lines just before she retorted. He delivered the lines something like, "You'd have a much better time advancing here if you dressed a little sexier," something like that.
Yeah. And it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like knowing how prevalent just casual sexual harassment still is.
Hmm.
Yeah, the people who made that PSA just, I guess they just didn't understand the problem.
Hmm.
They didn't understand the problem enough to frame it correctly, to frame it accurately.
Hmm.
Then there was like the joke PSA. There's like a joke PSA about sexual harassment where they were, as far as I can tell, saying stuff that like it was just way over the top.
Hmm.
Stuff that I would not be comfortable repeating.
Right.
Huh. So Dead made the PET and Mega Man 2.
Trying to think of any other PSAs. Oh yeah. Other than the center point, well, the gas line company saying, "Hey, don't plant a tree without,
Oh, yeah.
knowing where the gas lines are." Because yeah, it's probably not best to plant a tree over a gas line.
Mm-hmm. I like these big sushi trays, and then one cooked turkey that nobody's standing around.
No one wants to cook turkey.
Yeah.
Is it Thanksgiving?
No. Well, I mean, it could be a chicken.
Okay, fair.
It's either a chicken or a turkey, some kind of
Someone
roast
brought the
bird.
rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken from like this.
Oh, the cheap
grocery
one,
store.
the
Yeah.
$5 Costco chicken.
Yep. Someone brought the Costco chicken.
What's strange is that there's also wine bottles there. No one's touching the booze. They've got like there's a bottle of juice near the sushi trays. Oh wait, there's one bottle of wine, but that's also near a sushi tray.
I mean, for all we know, it could be sparkling grape juice because
Sparkling, yeah,
event
yeah.
or cider,
Yeah.
sparkling cider.
So who do we talk to advance the plot now? Oh, there. I guess we just talked to everybody. Everyone, thank you for waiting. We'd like to welcome our speaker for the evening. It's gonna be someone evil, isn't it?
Oh, no
You're
doubt.
all trapped here. Oh, yes it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming here this evening to our World 3 Party of Death. We'd like you to know that the World 3 have just taken over the underground power plant. So let's get the party started with a really big blackout.
Why on earth does he almost have a Minnesotan accent?
He's got like this big wide smile on his face, so I'm trying to talk with my teeth showing all the time.
It almost sounds like he's about ready to serve us like the fish with lye dish. I just remember that from King of the Hill, of the pasture. She was serving a dish that had fish and lye in it,
Huh.
and apparently it was a Minnesotan thing. I don't know.
Like
At
soap
least-
lye?
I don't know.
Huh.
And that's the thing that weirds me out.
And of course, his suit is the only thing that's visible in the dark.
Of course.
Oh no, the air vents have stopped. By turning off the electricity, the air vents have stopped, and we're all underwater. Well, this facility is underground, underwater. So if we don't fix them, the air will run out. No, relax and enjoy your last breaths. Just casually walks off with his luminescent suit. So what do we do now? Someone go check the power plant below us. Lan, let's go. Easy for you to say, it's pitch black in here. Can't I use the... Wait, my eyes are adjusting. I can see a little. Okay, Mega Man, let's go.
I do love how some of these monsters look like, like the little hot dogs you'd see with a little meal and whatnot. The
Oh, the Quake
bento
enemies?
hot dog.
No.
They look like little bento hot dogs.
Where are you?
I'm still trying to stop the careening bus that's going around in circles or something.
What's the virus called?
That I do not know.
Bento
I'm still
hot dogs.
behind, but I'm catching up.
Yeah. If I knew what the name of the virus was, then I might recall what it looks like. Because, like, what I'm thinking of is the invisibility ghosts and,
The one that looks really tiny when you're fighting it.
not the
I
ones that
think
give
it is the one
dreams.
that destroys the platform.
Oh! The, not howitzer, the wreckers.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. The one that you have to wait to damage?
Yep.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's one of the ones that's really useful to have Buster Max on for, because then they only take one shot.
Hmm.
I think if you want to guarantee that it drops a chip, you still have to take it out with a battle chip.
Mhm.
Just for that extra little bit of grade. You can get an S rank with it. It's just that you have to hit it on, like, the very frame it makes itself vulnerable.
Hmm.
Bullying one where the camera zooms out and shows the bully threatening an empty schoolyard. I don't remember the punchline exactly. Something along the lines of, if you ignore the bully, how cool does he look? Yeah. Oh, I do remember the anti-smoking one where, two anti-smoking ones that take place in a schoolyard kind of setting, where, like, in one, the kid is like, you know how you clap a cigarette box to make one cigarette sort of extend out of it? So he was doing that repeatedly, and then it cuts to the kid staring at him, and then cuts back to him, except he's a monkey doing that exact same motion. And the other one was the smoking kid, trying to pressure the other kid into trying a cigarette, and he goes like, "What are you, a chicken?" And he says, "I'm not a chicken, you're a turkey," and then walks off. I've never been pressured to smoke, like, at least not that I remember, in a way that, like, I'd have to say no or refuse or, like, run away or anything. I guess I can count myself lucky.
I dealt with two parents who did that, so I'm like, why would I want to do that? The smell. I hate the smell.
Yeah. Like, I remember in the high school scenario ones, there was always the mention that kissing a guy who smokes is like kissing an ashtray, or kissing a boyfriend or girlfriend who smokes is like kissing an ashtray. So I was too young to be interested in what kissing was like, so that didn't have any effect on me then. But it is something that I thought about later when I was interested in, like, dating and stuff. So we can't use the elevator. Where can we go? Is there anything that we can jack into? Probably not the tables. Oh wait, maybe the scientist guy will know something. With this power outage, the elevators must have stopped. The only way to the generator would be the trash chute. Oh, right, that big panel that I've been ignoring. I should go there. That big panel on the wall. There we go. Looks like we can get to the power plant from here. Let's try it. Oh, the music changed. That means we're in the dungeon.
Oh.
So there's someone else wandering around down here, too. I remember that kissing an ashtray one. Securely locked. You push and pull to no avail. So we gotta find some kind of computer to jack into. So not that one. I need to unlock it from inside the network. So what is there? Maybe the elevator panel? Even if it's... Or maybe the vending machine. No, not the vending machine. So it's got to be the elevator panel then. No? Elevator door? No. So I know we're in the area we need to be, in which we need to be. These plants aren't robots, are they? No, they're not. Maybe this door? No. Maybe I just gotta talk to that guy again. No.
Yeah. I hated that too, because both of mine did, and I just remember all the perfumes
Oh,
that
wow.
I tried that would try to mask that, and people still, and I'm like, well, I can't do anything about it.
Hmm. Huh. This guy says something different. I hope that doesn't mean we're actually running out of oxygen. Or maybe we're just supposed to... Maybe this is one of those annoying old RPG tropes where we just have to keep repeatedly talking to everyone until the plot advances. Looks like the control room door is open. Yeah, it looks like it was. Normally control the power plant from this room, but all the computers are down. So how? Not even a single thing? The computer which controls the generator. Normally the generators run from here. I see some notes or something up there. This monitor has a jack-in port for routine maintenance. Okay, so we can jack in here. Wait! You want to delete your Navi? Jacking in now is suicide. Oh, wow. They actually used that word.
Yeah.
If the power's out here, it's out on the net too. If you jack in now, your pet's battery will run out quick, and if your pet's battery runs out while you're in, the energy sent to your Navi is cut off completely, and your Navi won't be able to heal by itself. It'd be just a matter of time before you got deleted. You serious? What should I do? Lan, let's go. What are you saying, Mega Man? You might get deleted. Well, it's either that or both of us, or I suffocate, and then you get deleted anyway, effectively.
Everyone gets deleted.
Yeah. All you have to do is defeat the World 3 Navi and then jack out. No, it's too dangerous, Lan. If we don't go now, there's a chance that your mom and all the other people stuck in here will die. And I think you're a good enough operator to do it. Yeah, I won't let them delete you. Jack in. Megaman.exe. Transmit. Whoa! You have some heavy protection on this thing. Can you get through? No problem. Just give me a second. Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember this. There's two, if I recall, there's two dungeons like this throughout the game. I wouldn't say they're the hardest dungeons, but they're certainly memorable for not being the easiest. I'd say the hardest was probably the Iceman dungeon that we got through a couple episodes ago. The flashing battery is more of just a, like, a minor scare factor. If the battery runs low, I can't heal after battle. So let's get that World 3 Navi before the pet's battery dies. Onto the network power generator. I like the music here, though. You can't see it, but there is a road. There are many roads, invisible ones like this. So yeah, because the building isn't powered on, some of the paths in this network aren't lit up, but you can still use them. Right, we need batteries for those. To light the bulbs, you need to use batteries. You can get them from the battery keeper. So it's a virtual electrical grid inside of a real electrical grid.
Gridception.
Yeah. Thunder is pretty good for multiplayer, I think. The Thunder chips that you can get in here. They very slowly home in on someone. Oh, that thing is... That program is underneath. And it's an A-code chip, too. Some of us have been altered by the World 3 and will attack you. If you come across an altered program, please delete it. It is a shame, but there's nothing we can do for them. Are you the battery keeper? There are battery boxes near the light bulbs. Put the batteries in the connected boxes and pull the switch. The bulbs will light and show you the path. However, there are more boxes than batteries. You'll have to find out which boxes are connected. If your batteries run down, bring them back here. I remember Ratons being really annoying back in the Game Boy Advance days. Ooh, a blue box. Raton 1D. Speak of the devil. Aha. Yeah, the battery takes a really long time to run down. And even if it does run down, you can jack out, jack back in to recharge it. Having Gutsman chips really helps here. Because the Ratons, they'll always move to a row that you are not on, so you can't hit them with, well, you have to be tricky to hit them with your Buster. But if you have Gutsman, he just hits everything on a panel.
Right. Ooh, 5,000 zennies, $50. Do altered programs give a chip, I wonder? Oh, okay, that's just the way forward. Okay, what does that program then say? Oh, okay. Trying the old tried and true run your left hand along the wall kind of scenario. Yep. Not a bad idea.
And if you look carefully, there's sometimes a clue. I don't know what such a clue might be. I've always just... Oh wait, I need to get batteries from someone. I've always just kind of run my hand along the wall and just kind of felt my way forward that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they do give a... Ultra programs do give a chip. The Rings app.
Hmm.
Alright, so we gotta place 2 batteries and then throw the switch. It's kind of like a game of Mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
Just the blue path is revealed. Alright, so one of these is correct and one of them is not. If I move one battery and it is not, and it's not the right one, there's a very low chance that I won't be able to get through this without having to recharge the batteries anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's just try something. At least we will know which one is correct this
Mhm.
way. Okay, so that very first one is correct. Grab these batteries out of here. So that left corner is correct. Just gotta figure out... out of the remaining 3 sockets, which one is connected. So, systematically, this would be the next one to try. Then that one, opposite corners? Yes, opposite corners. Today is laundry day and some of my socks went missing. Oh no!
Ooh.
I have this set of colorful socks, but I can never find a pair of them. And I always forget to like bundle up a pair together. So I wear mismatched socks, but they're all like colorful patterns and stuff. I think maybe they were meant to be worn mismatched.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. So the boxes which are connected to the light bulbs are never adjacent to each other. Okay, that's a pretty valuable hint. Never adjacent to each other. Dun, 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 dun.
No. Oh,
What happened?
I got game overed,
Oh.
and I didn't save. I was about to save, and then I had everything done. I was just about to plug into the bus, and then I had a boss fight, and then I died.
Blarg.
Ah! So save often.
Yeah. Aha, found the next set of battery boxes. So knowing that they're not adjacent really makes this one easier, I think. So we just gotta find whoever gives the batteries. Aha. You'll need to think hard before setting a battery. These are the batteries I control. If they run out of power, I'll recharge them. Batteries C, D, and E. Alright. So, there's only 3 possible configurations, I think. If none of the batteries are adjacent to each other. So they're either all going to be correct or they're all going to be incorrect. Oh no, wait, there's 6 possible configurations. Basically, the 3 that I was thinking of and their mirror images. They just posted the design renderings for the Butterdome renovation. I was so scared they were going to go Millennial Gray, but it's staying yellow.
Oh. Like, I saw one, like, with, houses and all that. Okay, well, not only are they ungodly expensive, but, they paint it, just, like, the one thing I've been seeing lately is they'll paint the brick white, which you don't ever paint brick. Because it not only destroys the integrity of the brick, it's just, you ruin it. And then they put black trim on everything.
Brick painted brick. Yeah, like the painted part of the brick would eventually wear off, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't breathe as well.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, yeah.
You'd have to stain the brick material, then make the brick, right?
Well, no. Some people just get a roller and wish it well. With
Well,
some
yeah,
fast
that's what they
people.
do. I'm just like, how would you properly color a brick without sacrificing its breathability, sacrificing its brick properties?
I would say dry brushing.
Ah.
You know, where you just get a little bit of pigment on the brush,
Okay.
and you painstakingly do that, or use some kind of powder base kind of deal. Like, honestly, I don't know what the solution would be, but I would never paint brick. Well, with exception for the few brick that I had to paint because the paint color was already there and it was ugly.
Maybe like a cheap wooden facade or something outside the brick that you paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What about murals on brick buildings downtown?
In that case, that's fine, but I'm talking about, like, with some houses, they've been lately just painting it, like, just plain white. And... Mm-mm. No. Just the amount of it's dull, it's gonna wear down the brick. Murals are one thing, but just painting brick, colorful, natural brick white. I don't know.
Yeah. Like
Personal choices, but
even without knowing about how it affects the brick, it seems weird. It seems like with today's building materials, it seems counterintuitive to build something out of brick and then waste the brick by painting it.
right. True. But at the very least with the murals too, you get bright colors and, you know, something.
Yeah. You're not just overwriting brick red with white.
Right.
With plain white.
Yeah, I think it's somewhat an evolution of that. Because if you look at the houses inside, also it has the Landlord Gray special flooring. And everything's either gray or white because, you know, colors can't exist in this world, I guess.
When you say white brick, it reminds me of farmhouse trends that were popular in 2010 interior decorating.
Yep. And farmhouse trends was very popular and, like, it has its place, but it was overdone.
Whoa, this is confusing. Suddenly I've landed myself in a very unusual place. Oh, the Remo bits that you'll get in this dungeon are going to be very intimidating. They set a remote bit in your opponent's area that sort of creeps up behind them and destroys any tile that they land on. Or they destroy tiles as they pass over them. So your opponent will start losing territory, but from the back. So they have to advance to their front line. You looking at me? You looking at me? Oh, you get all 3 of the Ring Zap series chips in here. When you say white brick... Oh, yeah. Read that already. Okay, here's another puzzle box area with several lights. I think I will end up either running out of battery. Actually, wait, no. All they said is that you won't be able to heal after battles. Which, as long as I put recovery chips in my folder, that should be fine. Because then I can recover in battle. Wait a sec, what if I just put in one battery at a time? That might be the best way to test out these boxes. Alright, let's take these out. Okay, so this one is a correct one. Which means the two next to it are not. So that's a correct one. Let's try this one. Which will rule out two more. Okay, it is incorrect. So none of these three are correct, meaning the other two have to be on this line. Let's try this one. I'm trying to mentally just keep track of which ones are correct and incorrect. Can't really mark them, but this is a small grid. I feel like if someone wanted, like, a white-colored building with a brick, like, outside, then they would, rather than build it out of brick and paint it white, they would have, like, they would have something that's not made of brick, but something that is either naturally or colored white and brick-shaped. You know what I mean? And they'd build the house out of that without having to paint it afterwards.
Or stucco and, stucco and stamps.
Huh.
I don't know. It's a style right now. It's just gross to me. To each their own.
Yeah.
But I don't like it because it just no. Brick needs to breathe.
So I found two of the correct ones. The other correct one has to be, since I only have one charge of battery left, let's test this one. This has got to be the remaining correct. It is. Okay. They also said that... Maybe I should have checked which one of these it was. Because they said that you don't need all the batteries to get through.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should just try using 2 and taking that third battery somewhere else. Oh, hey. It's a bit weird. I think Buster Max doesn't work on charged shots. Or at least partially charged shots. Wait. Get the batteries out of the boxes. So I know which 3 sockets are connected. Popcorn ceilings can stay in the 90s. Those are dust magnets. I think that's what I've got here. A stucco ceiling.
Mm-hmm. It's a high texture kind of deal,
Yeah.
and the whole point of it was to mask imperfections when builders were building.
Mm.
Yep, that's the whole point of it.
Whenever I look up at a ceiling like this, I think upside down landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was little, I would imagine that if I was lying on the carpet just looking up, that I was flying, and the landscape was just tiny below me.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny mountains and like little villages or houses or caves or something.
Mm-hmm. Like, where I am, I don't have popcorn ceilings, but it does have texture. So, I always like making patterns out of each little, fold and whatnot, and there's like one little area that is a perfect little square. Don't know why it's like that, but it's funny every time I get to see it, because, you know, it's hidden amongst the patterns. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, hey. Just one smooth little square and then whole ceiling.
It had to happen eventually,
Mm-hmm.
if the distribution is random.
Yep.
Maybe I should only use 1 battery to get across this one. It looks like red is essential. And then blue connects that and green connects that. But I won't know unless I connect green and find out.
Mm.
I look for shapes in the ceiling like you would look at clouds in the sky. Yeah. I think constellations is what I think.
Mm.
Alright, so yeah, blue fills that 1 dot, green fills that 1 dot. So you could do without one of them. Nothing seems to fill that. Oh, wait, I know what to do now. I think I remember what happened the last time I played this.
Mm.
Because of that one bit of path sticking out, I think the next puzzle opens a path to here, opens a path back, where you can then collect the batteries.
Mm.
So, turn off the lights here. Grab the batteries. Get them recharged at this program. Then was this one. And this one. Then I guess try this one. Actually, wait. If I put it in the middle, I can rule out 4 if it is correct. Aha! So now all of the middle edges are ruled out. Because the middle was correct. So this turns on the red lamp here. So the others have to be corners. I tried the near corner. Let's try this corner. Green turns on there. So red and green make a path there, which means if I just figure out which one blue is, that might open up that path there. Let's try this corner. Which means it has to be the bottom corner.
Mhm.
I just finished serving up a pencil case today. I intentionally made it smaller so I can carry around fewer items. Oh, sewing up.
Yep.
Did I say serving up?
I thought you said suing.
Getting to be time to get my glasses updated, I suppose. Alright, so some light turned on somewhere. Ah, there it is.
I do recommend certain websites that you can do. You can get glasses for cheap.
Ah.
Yep.
Link them to me on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta break out of the, was it like Lens Crafters Monopoly? That's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I got more or less transition lenses and 2 pairs of the same glasses. One for backup, prescription sunglasses, and all of that was for like 150. Not bad, considering.
Yeah, not
Like,
bad at all.
I don't know if they sell in Canada, but I'll give you the website.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if they ship from the US to Canada, there's going to be an extra charge for me, so I might end up having to try and find some similar like .ca site or something.
Right. I just put it on Discord.
Alrighty. I'll have a
But
look.
yeah.
I'll have a look after.
Mm-hmm.
So this part of the dungeon is basically a battery relay race.
Mm-hmm.
I got my glasses through a Japanese company. I'm not sure if they're affiliated with the Lens Crafters conglomerate. Yeah, I don't think so. Like when I last heard about the, if it was like I'm not sure if I'm remembering the name correctly. If it is Lens Crafters, but when I heard about the Monopoly, it was through an Adam Ruins Everything segment from a couple years ago.
Ah, classic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got 12. Are there any hints? No hints.
Like literally the frame alone that I got,
Mhm.
$9.
Zoff. Okay, yeah, that name is not familiar to me, so hopefully it's not part of the conglomerate. Hopefully it's not part of the Monopoly.
Hmm.
Okay, so if I do this one, if I do either of the middle ones, it'll rule out 4. Okay, so both of the inner ones are incorrect.
But yeah, I just remember last time going, well, before all that, going through eyeglass, eye insurance. And yeah, it wasn't worth what little I paid towards it. Because I had to go to more expensive eye doctors and pay for more expensive glasses.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not sure where I heard about the LensCrafters conglomerate. It might have been Company Man. All right. Yeah. I mean, like, once one person says it, it's out. The news is out.
Mm.
What do they call it? The cat's out of the bag.
Mm.
So this opens up green. Which means I can skip the next one in line. All of the correct spaces are on the outer edge of this 12 piece. So. So upper corner. Oh wait, no. Third from the left. Third up from the left is green. These two are nothing. So opposite green is red,
Mm-hmm.
which means the lower corner must be blue. There we go. So we can turn this one off. Grab these batteries. This is a pretty cleverly designed puzzle, I think.
Hmm.
now we turn this one off, take out the blue battery, put in the green and reds. And the last is just one single battery box. Pet's battery. Mega Man! Mega Man! Don't give up yet. I made this while you were fighting. It's a handheld generator. You just kind of stuck it together with all the nothing that's lying around. You can only recharge for 20 seconds. I'll count, and you press B as much as you can. Thanks. If your battery runs out, then you can just crank recharge it.
Mhm.
I'm afraid that I must ask you to delete me. Very polite, corrupted program. Oh, we've gone over our 1 hour time.
Yep.
I had better. This is probably the worst place to save in the middle of a dungeon, one of these confusing dungeons, but probably ought to do it because it is a pretty long dungeon.
Mhm.
So yeah, thank you for stopping by and chatting and watching and hanging out and all that.
Yeah.
And I guess we will see you next time when we finish the
Bye.
electrical dungeon.